can always talk because we love to talk among ourselves. 917, where are you calling from?
Hey,
And
this is, hi, how are you?
Good.
Okay, this is Lisa. I'm calling from New York.
Hi, Lisa. What can we do for you today? We can spend a little more time with you right now. I've only got one other call. Go ahead. What's up for you?
All right, so I'm going to be going back to school, but it looks like I may not start until either fall or the new year of 2022. That's just the way it is.
Now, where are you calling from? I missed it.
I'm calling from New York.
Yes, ma'am. So going back to school in New York, and what else? A question or a reading? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm going back to school, okay, and I keep picking, I don't know, because I'm empathic myself, and I keep hearing, besides working, I keep hearing start your own business. And I'm trying to see, is it a business that I'll start when I go through back to school, or what advice you can give me, or what do you pick up on? Because I'm a little confused in regards to what kind of business to start.
Okay. Well, have you not done any acting in New York City at all? Nothing in high school?
You're so funny. I was actually going to go back to acting school, but it's there. Yeah, I can go back to acting school. I've done it before, but
yeah, because I don't even have to pull the cards to know that you're an actor, so I don't know why. God's been very good to me, just cold reading, which it's not a fun thing to do, folks, if you're in this business, but you do it because the universe tells you to. But, yeah, let me see, because we need actors, and you're really good at what you do, and I feel you, and I know there's some good parts out there for you. And why do I keep seeing the old television show Taxi? Have you got any idea? What does that mean to you?
That would be okay. I'd take that show. That's fine. If I get hired for a show, if I get the part, if I were to get a part in the TV shows such as Taxi, I would definitely take it.
Good. I don't know why that came up. Maybe they're bringing back another television series, but that's what's fun about the cyberspace universe. Let me just give you a general reading here. I don't think I've ever met you or talked to you or given you a reading before. Do you remember me at all?
Yeah, I remember you about 6 months ago. I have to do you did give me a reading. You did give me some advice 6 months ago. You did.
Oh, well, that's maybe why I knew you were an actor then, because I'm like, how do I know this girl so good? But I didn't recognize your voice at all. I just got the vision or the feeling like I knew you, but that's probably because I gave you a reading. Okay, let's see. Your power cards from your past lives are up. Let me see why. You made a lot of money in your past. Let me look over there. Oh, you took care of a lot of, you're in the church too. You're a very powerful woman at a time when it wasn't apropos for women to be powerful. So you moved a lot of people in your past lives. You got them to move to this country. Interesting. You're quite the lady. So you helped move people from the old country over here to America. I hope you relate to that because of the Statue of Liberty and why you're in New York, because I would never guess that about you, but you're very powerful. So you helped a lot of women escape the way it was. So God bless you for that. Let's see. In this reality, though, because it doesn't tell me how many times you lived, it only shows me your past life that you moved people, and you were you were chosen by God to move people from one place to here in America. They don't show me the country. I wish I did, but I don't know. It doesn't matter because it's in the now. But now, your balance here for what you're asking in the now with wisdom, and you are moving sevens of heavens. You got all sevens. Jesus, lady. So, yeah, nice. You're still working for God, even though you're an actor, and you could go back to that. But let me see what they've got you healing. As a healer, again, you've got the healer card with lots of energy coming through your hands. They say that you've got the balance is there for wisdom and cutting away and helping other people. Oh, my God, more sevens. Wow. I don't know what all these sevens mean for you, but you're very high calling. Sevens to me always means something to do with heaven. That was always, when I was growing up, God's favorite number. But Richard and Marci can help you on that as well. Oh, money. So, yeah, swords, wisdom, money, Ooh. Sevens, lots of abundance coming in your future, and your highest goal you will obtain, but they're saying they want to be recognized. So your higher guides that you work with in other levels and dimensions are asking to be a part of this reality in your co-creation. So they're not telling me where you're going in the future. They're just showing me that you have a blindfold on because you haven't decided, and they're not going to tell you. They want you to choose. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to tell you that fits with your energy, because they've already got you working in their level, higher level. They're choosing you to read. When I see this much from sevens, I always think you're supposed to be doing their work, or our higher levels, higher dimensions, work where you can bring it down and make it real when you speak with the words and energy, and be a good co-creator, which you are obviously in this reality as an actor. But Richard, what do you get for this beautiful co-creator that we need her working with us?
Thank you. I'm going back to acting school too. I'm going
most assuredly. Well, the very first stream of energy or whatever that I picked up was the School of the Arts. So naturally, this is very much associated with acting and the Actors Guild and all that kind of thing. And I saw you dancing on a stage, and then the flip side or the switch of the next scene or whatever became something to do with a very angelically inspired gospel church, with you having sung or singing or leading a choir or something of this nature, and in turn, the music that you create heals everyone in the church. And you do this on quite an often basis. In other words, I'm almost seeing you like playing the role of an assistant or associate pastor. In other words, you're just tending to the flock, and you're just very, very high spiritually. I mean, it's like you just have a glowing presence. Now, of course, sevens represent the goddess to me. Why? Because Venus is associated with 7, the moon goddess is associated with 7, and very, very high intellectual spiritual ladies are all indicated when you bring up a lot of 7s, you see, or even 1-7 for that matter. It also corresponds with the moon card in the tarot, which is the goddess of the moon. And I see that you are pondering a lot of different skills and a lot of different applications that you put out, or feelers that you put out. The universe is saying, well, we're just waiting for the dialogue to happen so that in turn we can help manifest what it is that you want to best create, simply because the universe listens to your highest desire, and basically when you give it a blessing through your emotions and your intent, then in turn it becomes manifested in reality. So they're saying, yes, she's a very spiritual lady. She can be very much affiliated with the School of the Arts, and she's definitely related with church work in regards to musical sounds, musical choirs, and also possibly the outreach of becoming a pastor.
Oh, I don't think so, but okay. Maybe in an acting role, I'll become a pastor.
Well, you have to understand, a lot of this is symbology, okay? So what does a pastor do? A pastor counsels other people. Sometimes, churches put on stage plays. There's a lot of interweaving and intertwining. And I think that the universe is waiting for your direction to decide for yourself exactly where you see yourself as being.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm getting it now. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Yes,
there
I
you
get
go.
it.
You were missing a note in the keyboard.
Yes, I was. Yes,
Marci,
I was.
what might you have?
Well, the first thing I was visually seeing is writing, whether she will be writing or the acting, but there's something with a pen and paper. It could be music. It could be writing. Then when I did the cards, emotionally she's very protective of herself, so she's kind of closed down. So once she works through some emotional stuff, because she's got the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is causing the Page of Pentacles, which is like communication, and she also has the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So once she heals like these wounds that she has, then she'll just be shining like a bright star.
Oh, that's the best.
Hey, you know what I just got? I want to tell you this. I don't know if Taxi's ever been performed on Broadway, but can you check it out and then write a script, something similar to that?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, more than likely I could. Yeah, it's just about me relocating, but yes, I can.
Okay, good, because that could be what she's picking up. Because I'm getting how important you're going to be, but you have to put yourself out there and do it. So look at what all you're doing. Put all your, let everybody know that you're available, and you're going back to school. But in the meantime, you're writing a screenplay for Broadway that was suggested by a psychic. Now, you don't have to do one like Taxi, but that's just what I got from the universe, that it was like whatever they did. I don't remember it so much, but I know John Travolta was on it, and they had like a little desk where they came in. They were taxi drivers, so you can probably see that scene and go back and look at how you could adjust that to Broadway, because they have so many taxis in New York, and people are going to get back out of this COVID-19 and want to get and go places, right? So it'd be a really good script for somebody to pick up and, cash in on that. Well, you go for it, girl. Good luck to you. You got a lot going for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope we gave you some direction there on where you are. And what
did.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that one was fun. I liked that. All right, let's see. 360, we never know what we're going to get, folks. It's sort of fun for us, and it'll be here where you can come back and hear your part of the show. 360, I don't think we've gotten to you. You're live and on the air. What's your name and where are you calling from, and how can we help you today?
Oh, hi, my name's Holly. I'm from California. I just see what you see for Brian and I.
Brian and I. Is Brian with you, or do we have permission to see Brian through you?
He's not here. He's at work.
Okay. Brian's at work, but can you live with him? Is he your husband or just a live-in, good-looking man?
He's a boyfriend.
I thought so. Okay, let me see what's going for Brian. Okay, we start with the cards that just gives you a more general idea, and we'll try to get through. Let me see, folks. We've got 16 minutes left. I've only got one more, so usually it all works out. I don't know how. I've never been stuck with leftover time ever, but you never know. But we've got through a lot more than we did the first day we started because people didn't know we were doing it. But please tell everybody and join us if you can, especially if you're a light worker and all of that. Give me your first name again while I'm shuffling the cards. I heard Brian, but what's your name?
Holly.
Oh, that's right. Holly, like Christmas. They almost named me Holly because I was born the day after Christmas. My mother wanted it, but my dad didn't, and so there was a feud going on because I was supposed to be a boy, and then they were going to name me Wilhelmina. So it's Holly or Wilhelmina. And then I wound up, my mother's name was Teresa, so I guess they settled the feud. But they did name me Jeanette after my father's ex-girlfriend because mother liked the name Jeanette. Go figure. So from Holly to Teresa. All right, Holly, in your past, I'm giving you a general reading, although you're asking for you and your husband about the future, I'm sure, because you voiced that, evoked that. But in the past, I've got to tell you, you've done a lot of balancing, a lot of work on you and being oppressed and making sure you had a partner. So you like to work in twos, but your higher calling was very spiritual. You have a very spiritual background that you may or may not be paying attention to in this lifetime. And I'm not here to tell you how to live, but the power of 9 in completing this reality. You wanted to contemplate being with a man, but at the same time doing your own thing. So I encourage you. They're telling me you need to go back to school. Now, I don't know if you're encouraged to do that, but they want you to get an education that you can do, and this is just about you. Let me pull something real quick for Brian. Transformation, and no, he sees you. He doesn't want you to travel. So you may have a little trouble from Brian. He doesn't want you to go away. So you need to think about what you can do to educate yourself without losing him, if that's what you're calling about for Brian. But it shows me that you and he are in transition. So I don't know what that